Certified personal trainer, both in person and online, and a certified nutrition coach. I help moms locally in Las Vegas, Nevada, and all over the world shed the weight holding them back from becoming their most energetic and authentic version of themselves so they can go after their deepest desires alongside of motherhood. You can find me at fitandconfidentmoms.com. Oh, hey, you guys, this is Coach Rose here. Are you worried about holiday weight gain? Or are you in the camp that holiday weight gain is unavoidable and you're just going to accept it? You don't really want to watch your weight over the holidays. You're just going to allow the weight to come on and then you'll start over. Well, I'm here to tell you in today's Tuesday Talk that holiday weight gain is not inevitable. And if you go into this holiday season with intention and strategy, we can either maintain and not gain during the holidays, or we can continue to stay on our path of our weight loss or performance or muscle gain goal in a healthy way. So today I'm going to arm you with strategies on what to do, because let's face it, eating healthy when you're busy is really hard. And part of that is because food is all around us and we live in an abundant world where we can hit a drive-through, we can go to the grocery store. So a lot of times when it comes to what am I going to eat today, we don't have to take a lot of thought process to it because it's so easy to get food. However, a lot of us have a healthy eating goal. So in order for us to stick to that goal, we have to have a plan, right? So today I'm going to share you some tips, 5 of them actually. So if you're watching live, type live. And if you're watching the replay, type replay. That really helps me so much because it lets people on the interwebs know that Rose is live and they've got to watch this training. And if you know one person that would appreciate this training, I would love for you to share it to them on their timeline or to their feed and say hello in the comments so I can say hi back. And anytime during this training, if you have questions, if you resonate, drop some comments. All right. Before I jump in, a lot of you guys are new to me. My name is Coach Rose Peterson. I am founder of RP Fitness and Nutrition. I help women level up their fitness and their confidence while they're building their dream life. And like I said before, sometimes it's really hard to be consistent. Most of my audience, you guys are smart people. You know what to do to create your dream body. You know how to do to lose weight, but it's the consistency and the implementation that's the hard part, right? When you're building a business, raising kids, you know, being wife, being sister, being all the things to everybody, it is really hard to prioritize and stay consistent. And that's why I'm here. And that's why I help women, because it's generally women who are doing all the things, right? So if you're interested in getting help, drop in the comments, you know, chat with me, Rose, and then we will get on a call to see if I can possibly help. Before I jump in with my 5 tips, I'm going to give you guys 5 don'ts during the holiday season. Before I jump in and lose you guys, I want you to know I'm actually going to be hosting a workshop 2 weeks from now. I did a poll in my stories. I did a poll in my group on what do you guys need? What is going to help you so much? And overwhelmingly, actually, it came down between 2, but I had more votes on how to overcome stress eating and how to overcome emotional eating. And I tell you, I get it. I've been there, and lots of my clients struggle with that, and I've helped them overcome that. Hundreds of clients. So I'm going to share with you my strategies, secrets, how I help my clients overcome stress eating so that it's easier to stick with your goals, so that it becomes not something you need to stress about. Okay. So you need to come to this workshop because it's absolutely free and it might just change your life. So tell people all about it. It's going to be 2 weeks from now, same time, but it's going to be a special class that you need to RSVP for. And we're going to do a live Zoom session so you guys could talk back to me and ask your questions, share with me your specific situations so that we can come up with strategy. So when you leave that workshop, you're going to be armed, knowing, ready what to do when you face these emotional or stress eating situations, or maybe you're not even aware that these are patterns or habits that you have. So awareness is key. And if you are aware, then this will be a game changer for you to stay consistent during the holidays, right? Some of us maintain that gain. Before I jump in, type in the comments, what is your goal between now and the end of 2023? Because listen, some of people I talked to this morning, they said they are going to crush 2022, that they're not letting the holidays get in the way. And I love that attitude. You have 8 weeks between now and the end of the year. I mean, don't you want to leave and finish 2022 on a rolling, blazing finish so that you are in 2023 with a huge head start? I mean, I know I do. So let me know what your goals during the holidays are. Are you on a weight loss journey? Are you just want to maintain, not gain through the holidays? Because there is no shame in that. Not wanting to put on pounds during the holidays, because let me tell you what's wrong with the mindset of waiting till after the holidays. You were just making, I'm just going to be blunt, and I'm just going to give you, what is that? Tough love. You're just going to make it so much harder on yourself. If you're just going to say like, holidays, my family loves Thanksgiving and we make all these great foods. Yes, I'm going to teach you how to stay on your goals during the holidays. All these trainings between now and the end of the year is going to help you. Okay. But I'm just wanting to talk about your mindset of how you want to intentionally go through the holidays. Do you want to continue gaining 3 to 5 pounds on average every single holiday? And let's just say it's 3 pounds. Do you know how hard it is to lose and keep off 3 pounds? I think that a lot of people, because of the dieting industry and because of keto and low carb, where when you do keto, when you do low carb, you drop weight so fast in those first few days, but you're not really dropping weight. You're dropping water in the beginning. Okay. Because for every gram of carbohydrate you eat, your body holds on to 4 grams of water. So in the beginning, it's like, oh my gosh, like keto and low carb is working. I'm dropping all this weight. But really, it's not fat loss. Sorry to say, but it is not fat loss. It is water weight. And many people come to me because they've tried keto, they've tried low carb, and it's just not realistic or helpful for not real life and for women. Like, we need our carbohydrates. We need to keep our hormones happy. We need to maintain high energy. We need to think clearly. So I need carbohydrates for my brain to function. Okay. So I don't recommend low carb diets for my clients. 99.9% of them. Okay. Maybe there's a 0.1% that may need to do it for a medical condition, but most people need carbohydrates. Okay. So before I get on a side tangent, I'm going to come back around, Rose, to like what we're here for. So we're going to talk, well, first, before I move on, don't forget to RSVP for that workshop. So if you would like me to save your spot for that workshop, please type in the comments workshop below. I will send you the link to register so you can save your space. It's a 90-minute workshop. And yes, you can access the replay, but you need to RSVP. Okay. So that's going to be in 2 weeks. All right. 5 don'ts of holiday eating. You guys ready? You may have heard some of these before, but that's okay. We're coming with an empty cup. And we're going to be filled. And that reminder is going to fill us up again. Okay. So first holiday don't is don't save all your calories for that dinner out, right? I've done this before and it backfires. So let me know if this has happened to you. This scenario is, you're going to that holiday party, or you're going to have a Thanksgiving dinner, and you decide that I'm just going to have water and maybe some fruit, or maybe water and like protein, and you're just going to wait until that dinner comes to eat. Okay. So what's going to happen when you get there? You're going to be super hungry. Okay. So what's going to happen is you get to the event, you've only had water all day. Maybe you had like a couple of nibbles of this and that. It's been hours since your last meal, maybe since yesterday, because you're waiting for this meal. You get to Thanksgiving dinner, you get to the holiday party, and you want to eat all the things. all of a sudden on the menu, you want an appetizer, you want the entree, you want dessert, and you order it all because you're so hungry and your body's like, help me, I am starving, I need all this food. Or if it's Thanksgiving dinner, you have a plate, then you have another plate, and then you have another plate because your mind and your body has restricted all day long. And your body is like, I don't know when's the next time I'm going to have another meal because this girl's trying to starve me. Okay. So your hormones kick in, your hunger hormones is trying to save you. It's trying to tell you you need all this food. So logically in the moment, it makes sense to you, right? Your body is needing all this food. And so instead of going into this party or this dinner with intentionality of like, I'm going to enjoy my food. Like these are foods that I don't get all year long. And I'm going to pick my favorite things, or I'm going to spend time with this company. It's not about the food. It's about the people I'm with. Whatever your intention is for the event, your intention for the event was not to overeat, right? Most people are not going in there overeating. Your intention is to enjoy your company, enjoy food you don't get to have every now and then. My tip number 1 is don't save all your calories for dinner. And drop a 1 in the comments if you've done that before. I know I have. I've done that before. I have saved all my calories for that one dinner. And I know that I ate way more than I intended to, even after I've had a full plate. So my brain is still telling me that, like, I don't know when Rose is going to starve me again. So I need to store extra. So drop 1 in the comments if you've been there, because I just want to, like, I see you, girl. Okay. Tip number 2, don't fall prey to the all or nothing attitude. The perfectionist all or nothing attitude is probably the number 1 thing getting in the way of your weight loss goals. Probably. It's not knowledge. It's not movement. It's not you're not exercising enough. It's the all or nothing perfectionist attitude. And I'm going to be super real. This is also where self-sabotage comes in. Some people say to me, like, I know what to do, I just don't know why I don't do it. That's from all or nothing perfectionist mindset. So the sooner we can change our mindset, the sooner we can be consistent. So what do I mean by that? So that means you've been doing awesome with your goals this week. You've been planning your meals, making healthy choices, going for walks, doing all the things that you have envisioned yourself for your healthy living goal. Okay. And then something comes up, like maybe it's Friday night and you're tired. Maybe it's Saturday at your kid's soccer game. One of the moms brought some amazing donuts for the kids. All right. We can deal with that. We can have a donut and move on with life, right? It's not something every day that you get, especially right now. Like, I'm a foodie. I follow tons of foodie people. And right now they've got like Thanksgiving donuts, fall stuff. I had a Monster Taro boba drink the other day. So all the fun things are happening. Okay. So now if I had my perfectionist all or nothing attitude hat on that day, I could have that donut that super mom or amazing mom brought to practice. And then I would move on with my life and I would still have good choices, still stay on track with my goals. But sometimes some people might think like, damn, what is wrong with you? You just screwed up your healthy living goal. Now, you know what? Forget it. Like, why do you even try? I'm just going to, it's Saturday. Let me just start over tomorrow. Right now, I'm thinking I'm going to have a second donut and possibly, since I am going to start on Monday, I already screwed up the entire day by having this donut. Then let's go to In-N-Out Burger for lunch. And then since I'm starting over on Monday, because I know Mondays are so good for me, let's go to that new restaurant that's opening up tonight. Then let's say that all happens. You go out for lunch, you go out for dinner, you wake up on Sunday and you're like, I so do not feel like yesterday didn't get to go grocery shopping. And I do not feel like doing that right now. So I'm just going to order out again. Okay. So what's wrong with this train of thought is that you could easily make a left turn, right? You could easily say, you know what, I didn't go to grocery shopping yesterday. I'm going to go right now. I'm going to have a small, protein shake and some water, and I'm going to head to the grocery store and get some healthy meals. Or if we're talking about the first day that you enjoy donuts, instead of saying that I'm a screw up, I'm going to start tomorrow, then that tomorrow starts into the weekend. That weekend turns into 1 week. That week turns into a month because you're waiting for the perfect time where things aren't hard or things aren't busy. There is no perfect time. And that's why we need to ditch perfectionist and all or nothing mindset. You can stop all or nothing mindset with the very next meal. It doesn't have to be the next week, day. There's a fun saying that I share with my clients, and it's called make it right with the very next bite. Don't beat yourself up and say that I'm going to start over on Monday when I can be absolutely perfect. No, that was a one-time thing. Move on. Go right back to your goal. You're not you're not off track. You're still on track. One bad meal, even 2 bad meals, or 1 bad day is not putting you off track your goal. You are. Your mindset is, because you could easily make a good choice the next day. Okay? So we don't need to be perfect. We don't need to be like, well, I can't make a salad, so I'm just going to eat out and I'll wait until I have a chance to go grocery shopping and I can meal prep all these perfect looking things. It could just be eating from home. It doesn't have to be like perfect. It could just be grabbing a Greek yogurt on your next meal. It does not have to be perfect, the next choice. It just has to be a little bit better than where you're at now. And never looking at your journey as on again, off again. Your journey is continuous. Okay. There is no on again, off again. It's one journey, one life. You didn't fail after 1 bad meal or 1 bad day, 1 bad weekend. So we got to ditch that all or nothing mindset. Okay, I'm looking at this time and I can get going. And I'm trying to make these trainings short and sweet for you. Okay, so tip number 3, don't skip your workouts. Sometimes when you are in holiday season mode, we're getting invited to parties, we're getting invited to kids stuff. Your family might be more available because they have 2 weeks off for Christmas. And it could be really easy to fill your schedule with shopping, cooking, family time, and forget your workouts. So do not skip your workouts during the holidays, okay? Give yourself a minimum and make it super simple that's realistic for your life. So some people, realistic for their life might be a 20-minute walk every day. Don't give that up during the holidays. Don't let your calendar get filled up and you put your self-care on the back burner. Okay. So don't skip your workouts. Some people, it's 3 times a week. My clients get great results training 3 times a week. Okay. So do not give up your workouts. Okay. So that's your don't number 3. Don't number 4 is don't skip on sleep. Oh my God. I've seen this happen so many times, especially because of the holiday parties. Or kids are off school and we're letting them stay up later than normal. But what happens when we skip on our sleep, we skim on our sleep, our hormones, our body is not happy with us the next day, right? So our hormones are all jacked up. So you're going to feel hungrier the next day. Your body's going to want sugar to stay awake and have energy. And so we want to protect our sleep. Okay. We don't want to have all these biological influences against what our logical mind is saying to us, right? So do not skimp on sleep. Try to protect your sleep as much as possible, 7 to 8 hours a night. Don't let that go. I know I have 3 kids that have winter break. And so sometimes it's like we stay up later. Okay, if you stay up later, then you need to make sure that you are still getting adequate sleep for the next day. Okay. So I have a client who is very consistent with her sleep with her kids, even through the break, because it's so much easier for them when they get back to school to get back on track. So you do you, boo, but don't skip out on sleep. All right. So tip number 5, which kind of goes along with tip number 1, but it's definitely different, which is don't go to the party hungry. So tip number 1 is don't save all your calories for this one meal, this one holiday meal. But tip number 5 is don't go to the party hungry. So maybe you didn't skip all of your meals, but you are hungry. You are hungry. You ate breakfast and lunch or whatever it is, but you are still hungry. So don't go to the party hungry. Okay. If you go to the party hungry, instead of eating only your favorite things or the things that you really love, you're going to eat everything. Trust me. You're going to eat things that you're like, why did I even eat that? I don't even like that. It's because you were hungry and your brain just took over. Your hormones took over and you're like, oh my God, I'm hungry. So before the party, have a small meal, preferably some protein and some fiber. So maybe like deli meat and a small apple, or a protein bar and veggies and Greek yogurt dip. That's like a go-to of mine. Have a small meal with protein because it's going to keep you satiated. It's going to keep you feeling full longer. And then if you have it, add a little fiber to it. So that can help you stay fuller. That way, when you get to the party, you are super intentional and you only eat the things that you really love. It's easier to think that way. If you go very hungry, it's easier for your for your body to take over and be like, nope, I know you came with a plan, but girl, we are hungry. You shouldn't have came to this party hungry, which is like the same thing of like, don't go grocery shopping hungry because you're going to buy extra things, right? So I would love to know, I'm going to take a pause from all my talking. Have you dealt with that? Have you ate more at a party because you went there hungry? Drop a 2 in the comments so that we can tell you you're seen and that I've been there before. And I'm also going to make sure that you get any additional trainings like this if you need it, okay? Because there's going to be a part 2 to this, so I'll make sure to tag you in the part 2. Okay, so my last tip, I know I said only 5 tips, but as I was writing this down, I was like, I have a lot of don'ts. So these are all like, don't do this, don't do that, don't do that. So now we're going to say, oh, shoot. I can't read my own handwriting. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to have a bonus 6th tip. And now I can't even read my own handwriting. Oh my gosh. Okay, if I think of it, I'm going to put it in the comments because I like wrote it so tiny. Oh my gosh, don't. All right. Well, when I figure it out, I will write it in the comments. So I delivered my 5. And when I remember what my 6th tip is, I'm going to put it in the comments. Sherry says 2. Carolina says 2. I have someone on Facebook who says they want to maintain their current weight. I hope these 5 tips were helpful. I'm going to sum it up really quick. So 1 was don't save your calories all for dinner. 2 is don't fall prey to the all or nothing mindset. And if you're not sure, go back and rewatch this because I think that's the most important one. 3, don't skip your workout. 4, don't skimp on sleep. And 5, don't go to the party hungry, y'all. Okay, so let me know which one of these is your favorite and which one you're going to use. And make sure that you set your alarms for next week. We're going to do a part 2 and we're going to do 5 do's of holiday eating. And keep your eyes open for information for some more stuff. Okay. Screenshot tip number 6. Oh my God, Sherry, you would probably not be able to read this, but I will do that. I'll take a picture and see if anybody knows what my handwriting even says. Okay. So 2 weeks from now, 90-minute workshop, how to overcome emotional eating. If you want to save your spot for that, type workshop in the comments and we'll make sure to RSVP to save your spot because we're not going to do this on Facebook Live. We're going to do it classroom style on Zoom, where you can ask me questions so that you can get the very specific answers for your situation. So make sure you RSVP. It's totally free. And yes, you can get the replay, but you have to RSVP, because if you don't RSVP, I don't know who's going to get the replay. Okay. So make sure you RSVP How to Overcome Emotional Eating 2 weeks from now. All right, you guys, thank you for watching. If you watch live, hello and thank you. And if you're watching the replay, I appreciate you as well. And if you think that anyone in your network, one person, could benefit from this, I would appreciate if you send them this live, because they would appreciate you too. So until next time, this is Coach Rose, rooting for you to do something new in 2022. You got 8 weeks left. All right, bye-bye.